It is on tape, so she doesn't actually have to be awake to say that every single time. Full course yellow then, everybody down to 80 kilometers an hour, which is handily programmed into the cars on their button. Not the same as the pit lane speed limit, that's 60 kilometers an hour. And everybody very familiar with the 80 Ks. Now, instead of pulling the car backwards and ripping bits off it in a gravel trap, the modern way is that each of the car is fitted with 2 sockets in the roof into which tailor-made parts of that crane jib will lock, and you can then lift the car out of the gravel, far less damaging. And Johnny, we've all seen cars being pulled out on the end of a tow rope, minus several bits of important bodywork, floor, splitters and all the rest, so that's definitely the way to go.
Yeah, this will obviously save a bit of damage, or potentially more damage. It's very unlucky because it looks like the left-hand set of wheels are on the tarmac, but the right-hand set are in the gravel, and you could see she was very, very close, engaging reverse and first gear, to not being able to rock it and actually get going in the gravel trap. So pretty unfortunate there for Rahul to just be in that situation. And
the other problem there, of course, is she's unsighted. She's basically reversing into traffic at the chicane, even with a yellow flag out. That's a little bit of an uncomfortable situation. So on board with Richie Leitz, right in front of him, that car there, that's the lead in LMGT3, no longer Alessio Rivera. That's François Heriot. Now, François Heriot is the bronze-graded driver in that Ferrari. This should be easy pickings for the Porsche. It is not a battle of equals. Not a fun situation. Who's been on the air, up in the air on the lift?
Yeah, I've been there once or twice, yeah. You're just waiting for the marshal to spin you around and sort of point you in the right direction. And they do a great job. You know, these guys have trained to do this. They'll have practiced. There's probably an exercise that they've done this week with certain teams to check the equipment and make sure everything's as it should. And it's yeah, a great job that the marshals always do.
Yeah, header post there, turning the car around. No, let's point her in the right direction. Otherwise, we're just going to have to rescue her from somewhere else if she sets off in the wrong way round. So wisely done. And again, that extra strap there, just for balancing the car. It's not always on the exact centre of ballast because the fuel tank is not always weighing the same.
Impressed actually with the marshal on the right front there, actually rotating the wheel round, making sure a lot of the gravel and dirt was coming out from that right front. Look at that. So who's the car behind these two? We know the Lexus is to blame, but yeah, you're right.
It was an Alpine.
It was the Alpine, Johnny.
Ooh,
good spot.
Great spot. Don't know which one.
36.
And there we go. Well done in the truck, boys.
There's Makawiki, yeah.
Big handful of Oppo trying to get out of that one.
We will be removing full course yellow in 40 seconds.
I mean, she was in the corner.
Yeah.
It was too late, wasn't it?
Yeah, way too late.
So it was 87.
30 seconds to remove full course yellow. And we will be removing full course yellow in 20 seconds.
Clemens Schmidt, the driver of that Lexus, who is likely to incur the penalty.
We will remove full course yellow in less than 15 seconds.
Richie Leitz has crept right up behind the Ferrari,
7,
under full
6,
course yellow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full course yellow removed.
Green, green, green. Richie Leitz responds a fraction quicker than François Heriot, and that shows that the speed limiter may not be exactly set the same on each of the cars. They've been going for 4 or 5 minutes behind full course yellow, and if you're even a tenth of a kilometre an hour quicker, you are going to creep up behind the car in front. Leitz on the outside here.
He's got a chance as they run down towards this first chicane. But not on the braking line, but he gets it done anyway.
And you would normally have said, before LMGT3, the pro driver on the inside, he will brake later. He's just got that ability than the gentleman driver. But with ABS, they can both leap on the middle pedal with both feet, and it will stop.